Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Tremors. And this movie came out in 1990, and it is a kind of monster movie, horror film, comedy. And I've never seen this movie before. I've seen the poster for sure. I think I saw this movie at Blockbuster way back when, at one point possibly. But I've never seen the film, and I finally decided to check it out. And there were things that I did like about it. I think the best part of this movie is the first 30 minutes because I have found the character introductions to be really funny. And I like when it established our two main characters and what they wanted. All great. Really like that stuff. And I do appreciate certain things about this movie and the things that it doesn't overly explain, like these worm creature things. Like they never really say like where they come from. There's just theories as to whether or not they were just like just being now unearthed or just been living around for God knows how long, or they're aliens or whatever. Never goes into that. Never gives you any answers, and I think that works to the film's benefits. I liked the comedy in the movie. I thought it was pretty funny. This movie is pretty cheesy throughout the entire film, and I did enjoy that element of it. I do think that helped with my overall personal enjoyment, and the effects in this movie I thought were fun, and I liked the design of the worm creatures. I thought it was kind of a cool design. And it's not really a movie where I can take anything super seriously, like I'm just passively watching it, not really invested in any of the characters. And I don't think it's trying to be deep. It's not trying to be a masterpiece. It's just trying to be nice, simple entertainment. And for what it is, I think it's overall a good movie. I do think it's a film that you will probably enjoy more if you watch it in a group or a crowd where people are just having a good time watching it and laughing. And yeah, I think that's like the best way to watch this movie is in a group. I just watched it by myself. And I was just thinking, man, I wish I watched it with my brother. I probably would have enjoyed it more. And now to get into my negatives with the movie, I wasn't really a fan of this movie overall. The dead bodies and the blood didn't really look all that great. And I just thought that it looked like jello or like some guck. And it didn't really look like blood. And the characters are pretty stupid, and I just couldn't take any of them seriously. And as much as I enjoyed the first 30 minutes, the last hour of this movie at a certain point just got incredibly repetitive to me. I was not invested in anything that was happening because it just felt like I was just witnessing the same thing over and over again. And I was just thinking to myself, man, this would have made a great short film, not a feature length film, because sure, there are goals and setups in the film, but it just feels like those are just taking a backseat for these tremors or whatever they're called. This like a whole story of like monsters attacking humans from underground, and I'm just watching all this happen for like an hour, and for the amount of times we see like attacks in the movie, it just felt like, yeah, this is happening, and the next scene same thing happens, next scene same thing happens, and it's just a lot of the same thing happening, and I lost interest at a certain point. I also wasn't really a fan of the music in this movie. I just found it to be like very distracting and not complimentary to the overall film. Like it didn't add it to the tension, it didn't add it to the characters, it didn't add to the overall emotions that I was feeling while watching the film. And I just felt as though if you took out the music entirely, then it would be a much better film. But I'll say this much about it. It wasn't a poorly shot film. There were some aspects that I did like, visually speaking, and how certain things were revealed. It was competent enough, and you could see everything clearly in terms of like what they were going for. So overall, Tremors, it was a monster movie that had things to appreciate within it, and I know a lot of people like this movie. it just wasn't for me. I just found it to be way too repetitive and it just became really dull and boring. Not to say that before that it was like a masterpiece. It was like, okay, this is kind of fun and I'm liking the tone of the film, but after a certain point, I just got checked out emotionally because it was very repetitive and the characters were kind of stupid and they set up rules and the characters just break them and they just don't follow along with being quiet for some reason. And that was kind of frustrating. The joke of Kevin Bacon having like 5 things that he wants from a woman was kind of funny, but that was about it. The stuff that I liked is just in the first half hour. The rest of it I can live without. So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Tremors a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Tremors, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Fully Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Bridge of Spies. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.